Hello. Welcome to the podcast today. Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. I hope you guys are having a good day. I've had a great day today. I actually just wanted to do this video because it's I've had a situation where a lot of people wanted me to do this video because it had to do with closing arguments. Closing arguments, all right? Closing time. Stop. Closing arguments, okay? I don't want to do the whole singing thing, but I don't know. Okay, hold on, stop. Let me see if I can actually have the inspiration for the song Closing Time. Closing time. I know who whatever. I mean, it's crazy. I don't have the words, but it's closing time. Like it's like if you're in a bar or whatever, there's a time when they'll just announce that it's closing time, and that you gotta leave. You don't have to stay here. That's what it's called. That's closing time. All right. They don't care about what you want to do. Maybe if you need an Uber or whatever, fine, but you don't have to stay here. And so that's what they basically tell you. Just get your last drink or whatever. Get the fuck out of here, basically. Closing time. All right. So that's what I was trying to do. Some attorneys, I've had some colleagues that wanted me to do this show about closing arguments, and a lot of attorneys actually mess it up. They mess it up because they don't understand the process. There's an art and science to a closing argument. There's an art and science to an effective closing argument. So you want to have a closing argument that will actually get your client or whoever you're representing. Let's say you're working with the DA's office or you're working at the PD's office or whatever. You want to have a closing argument that will get whoever you're representing the best outcome possible. And that's what some attorneys don't actually understand. I've actually seen a lot of attorneys, even like I'm talking about experienced attorneys, but they mix it all up. One of the things that they mix up is they do some stuff in the closing arguments that they should have done in the opening statements. See what I'm saying? So they mix opening statement with the closing arguments. You're not supposed to do that. So part of that's part of the things that I do in this show. Of course, my law firm, NLG, we fix all kinds of stuff. But part of the stuff that I also want to do is just to get attorneys to be better. Okay, so it's kind of like attorneys, if you're practicing, get your trial practice, your litigation abilities to the next level. And that's the whole thing, because they don't teach this kind of stuff in law schools. So listen to Uncle Ralph. All right, understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to give you the fundamentals, the basics in the art and science of closing arguments. So basically what I wanted to do is get to the court, do your closing arguments, and just dominate. I'm telling you. the way that you do that is that you're going to give the jury the permission to do all the things that you want them to do. Science and art. There is a way to do that. And yeah, I know you went to some kind of fancy law school. They did not teach you that in trial practice or advocacy. Calm down. Listen to me. That's what I'm trying to do in this video. You know, art and science to doing the whole thing. Closing argument. It is not a recap of the stuff that happened in the trial. And this is the mistake that a lot of attorneys make. I've actually seen this, even some experienced attorneys, they start trying to do a recap of what happened in the trial. No. Closing arguments is a review, not a preview. I need you to think about what I just said. And I'm talking to you know, some of you attorneys, like you guys just start off and you don't know how the system works. I want you to win your case. Closing arguments is about review, not preview. Preview is what you're supposed to do in the opening statement. A lot of attorneys, they actually mix this whole thing up, and then they wonder why they get the results that they get, And then, you have their clients coming to an attorney like me, a legal gladiator, wanting me to clean up the mess, clean up the stuff, the mistakes that we already made. In your closing argument, review, explain, and argue the facts and find a way to tie it all up to the law. All right? I know. Understand what I'm trying to say? I want you to go out of this video with one thought, one phrase, okay? The phrase is this: teleological reasoning. Teleological. So teleological, it has to do with, it's a Greek, the origin of the word is it's a Greek word, telos. And it means, it derives from the Greek word, and it means end, fulfillment, goal, or aim, okay? So your closing argument should be based on telos. Telos. Teleological reasoning. So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get all the facts, all the random facts, and all the stuff that happened in the trial. And you're trying to tie it all together for the jury, the jurors, members of the jury. That's what it is. Closing argument. Closing time. Closing time. Closing time. Okay. Stop. Closing arguments. That's what you're supposed to do. Teleological reasoning. And I think in this video, I'm gonna actually explain this to some of some attorneys so that they can actually understand how this whole thing works. teleological reason, I guess the way to define it is this. It is relating to the explanation of phenomena in terms of the purpose they serve, rather than of the cause by which they arise. So that's what it's called. Teleological reasoning. If you understand that, then as an attorney, you come into the court, as an officer of the court, you come into the court and you have this mindset, and basically what you're trying to show is you're trying to talk about the purpose and rationale behind everything that you talk about. So if you have a law, whatever, you're talking about the purpose and rationale of that. The purpose behind the whatever law that you're quoting to the court. If you have that in your mind, you will do an excellent, beautiful closing argument. And that's actually what some attorneys don't know. They come, sometimes they come to the closing arguments and they want to do some kind of close, they want to do like a recap of the whole situation, whatever happened in the trial. No, you're not supposed to do a recap. You are supposed to tie it all together and make it make sense for the jurors. That's your job, okay? Closing arguments. So I'm gonna make another video on this because this is very important. What I'm trying to do here is just get good attorneys to be better. Good attorneys to be better, especially in trial practice. I love litigation. That's what I do. We want to get good attorneys to the next level. I want them to have a better appreciation of the craft. Roll with me and we'll get this done, okay? So next video, I'll tie the whole thing together. But right now we're talking about closing arguments. And we are gonna make it so fantastic that a lot of people are gonna be able to do it the right way. The goal, the end, the desired outcome is to get the best result for your clients or whoever you're representing. All right? Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. And I will see you soon. Peace.